the Brookes Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host, Brooke.
What's up, y'all?
We missed you guys. You know, we had to take the week off. Went on
Take
vacation.
the week off. I needed a week off. But listen, I'm going to say it every week until people stop coming for me. I know my background is not as good as Shiggy's. Holy moly. Quit talking to me about it. God, that's all anybody says. You should get a background like she does. If I could, I would. You come pay for it. That's all I got to say about it.
Hey, that's
Lord.
that'll be her birthday gift.
About it.
That'll be your birthday gift. What do you want? Some lights? You can hang some lights in your back.
Something.
Okay. All right.
I want you to come hang them too.
Okay. You know, we'll work it out. Okay. It's coming soon. All right. Okay. So like we said last week, we are going to have two different episodes. One episode, which is this one, will focus strictly on fantasy. Everything will be fantasy relevant from news, pickups, same thing as usual. Our following episode, probably in the middle of the week somewhere, we'll go over more like controversial topics, mini games that we've been playing, like with the all-star picks, stuff like that. We want to kind of separate the two just so you guys don't have to sit through a long video with all that and consuming it all in one sitting, okay? We know it's a lot. So hopefully you guys enjoy the two separate videos. Let us know. Let us know if that's something you're interested in. I know we tried the shorts for a week. It was a little difficult. It was a little difficult keeping up with the injuries, okay? People get ruled out 5 minutes before the game, okay? And we tried. We really tried to keep on top.
People be getting ruled out because they don't want to play that game. Diane Frosty.
Brooke's salty. She didn't have an extra player today. No comment. No comment.
Can't get into it. Anyways.
All right. So let's head into the usual stuff. We are going to go over. Well, actually, let's update for your fantasy. So, did you win last week? Or you ended up losing?
I lost to Megan, was winning. So okay. Megan's still undefeated. Everybody enjoy that. I was winning, and then I had a week off of everything, so I forgot about most things. Forgot to switch my lineup, and then Chinny came in and got me 0 points, and somebody else came in and did the same thing. So I had to drop like half my lineup.
Yeah. Right now, I think I won last week. I'm 4-2. Megan's undefeated. So what? She's 6-0.
Yeah.
Loser. Anywho, I'm going against this week another 4-2 team. Carson. Oh, the one I did the trade with for Nafisa. So we're gonna see if that trade will actually worked out in my favor. Whoever wins this week.
It should. Nafisa's popping off.
Oh my god, she's doing so well.
Great trade.
Hey, but let us know. Are any of you undefeated out there? Because if you have Brianna Stewart, I feel like your team's undefeated. Or do you guys know anyone that's undefeated in your league? Because Brianna Stewart, man, cheat code. She drops so many points a game. But let's move into the Beast and Bus for this last week. Look at that. First one, Brianna Stewart, 70 fantasy points against Phoenix. Come on now. See? Nafisa
That's ridiculous. Is that like the highest ever?
I think she did 70 like twice this year. So yeah.
Ridiculous.
I know, isn't that insane? Nafisa Collier 48 fantasy points, Asia Wilson 42, Jackie Young 43. Oh, good job, Jackie. Dang. Natasha Howard 53 fantasy points. That was against me. Man, no comment. Aaliyah Boston 40 fantasy points. Look at Diana 40 fantasy points. Look at her go.
Diana kills it when she actually plays, but I would like a heads up when she wants to rule herself out so I can take her out of the damn lineup. I'm this close to getting rid of her. I'm very close to getting rid of her. But you know what? Because of this, I'm not doing it. She keeps dropping 40 points.
Yep. Ariel Atkins, 40 fantasy points. Brittany Sykes, 42 fantasy points. And look at Lexi Hull, 36 fantasy points. Good job, Lexi. And lastly, Danielle Robinson, 36 fantasy points. She has been doing very well since she's come back from injury, which we will talk about later in this video.
Injuries.
I know. Over to the bus. Sug Sutton, 3 fantasy points. She's kind of fallen off. We'll go over that as well. Kayla Thornton, 9 fantasy points. Maureen Johannes, 5 fantasy points. Haley Jones, 4 fantasy points. And man, this one kills me. Alicia Clark, 0 fantasy points. That's rough. I'm pretty sure we said to pick her up, but she had done well. Okay. So you can't trust her. Damn it.
Honestly, Haley Jones, though, like, I'm not shocked.
Well, yeah, because once Danielle Robinson came back from her injury, she went back to the bench. So
yeah, like she's doing good for her first year, but it wasn't like outstanding like Aaliyah Boston's doing, you know?
Exactly. over to some news and notes. It's going to be a little long-winded. I didn't know we had so many things going on, okay? Well, first, there was a trade. So Washington traded Amanda Zahui for Queen Egbo, which, good job, Washington. First of all, what is Indiana doing by trying to trade for an sorry, I don't mean it like this, older player who doesn't really play a lot? I'm guessing maybe veteran experience. That's what Indiana was going for. But man, to give away a young piece like Queen Egbo, I get you guys you have Aaliyah Boss and Alyssa Smith, but I don't know. That's a good pickup for Washington. Maybe Indiana
Did
wanted...
they get some money out of it too?
No, straight trade, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about the trade. I think Washington, congrats. You got a young player. Good for you guys. Alrighty, over to some, oh man, drops and pickups. Ileana Rupert back with Atlanta, and then they waived Taylor Mixell. She was doing good. I hope she makes a team one day.
I just am still shocked that they can waive people right now.
Yeah. Well, it's because like they sign the players when other players get injured, and once they recover, they waive them. They have to waive them. That's part of their contract.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is wild.
I know. I didn't know it was like that until I like really started paying attention. So
no
it's
other sport is like that.
I know. Well,
not even the NBA.
Yeah, that's because the WNBA doesn't have enough money.
Wow.
You know. Over to the Mystics, they released Abby Myers, and Lee Mang came back from I believe it was the Asia Cup. Gabby Williams back with Seattle. She's not playing yet though. Conditioning. They just keep ruling her out for conditioning. She'll probably be back next week, honestly. So I'm excited to see her back. Oh shoot, Ruth Hebard activated by Chicago, and then they waived Christine Inigwe. Odyssey Sims is back with Dallas. I thought she was gone forever. She's back, and then they waived Ashley Jones, and then signed Kalani Brown back. Dallas is trying to do some work. Did you see Dallas beat Las Vegas today?
Oh shit! Did they?
Breaking
no, I haven't
news.
looked at anything today.
Yeah, they beat him by like 2 points, 1 point.
Well, I thought it was weird when I just looked at my thing and like Chelsea Gray only had like 20 points, and I was like,
Yeah. Well, there was like this one part of the game Chelsea Gray chucked up a 3. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, but I said, girl, what are you doing? Gave Dallas back the ball. We couldn't rebound, not a damn thing. And it was a wrap. It was a wrap from there.
Dallas is coming.
Hey, I like Dallas. I've been saying that Dallas looks tough. They look good with Tierra McCowan back. So, I mean, hey, we're not going to win all the games. Vegas isn't going to win every game, okay? They just need to win the most important one, the championship. So,
and the playoffs.
And
to get to the championship.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty. Over to our injuries. So we have a few injuries, people. And Brooke can attest to this, okay? Because these people, man, they've been going through it. So let's start. Erin McDonald's still out, obviously. Dejanay Carrington was day-to-day with the illness. There is an illness going around. Have you noticed that?
She's still day-to-day.
Yeah. So she's still day-to-day. But there's been an illness going around. Like people like Satu Sabli, she's on your team. She was ruled out in the middle of a game for illness.
Don't I have Carrington right now too?
I think so. You got all these sick people on your team. But
because they were fine literally like 5 days ago.
Exactly. But Sabli played today. She did come back. Kalani Brown.
Yeah, and she dropped 33 fantasy points.
Good for her. She did have a good game today. Kalani Brown, still day-to-day with her head injury. I believe it's concussion. This is a new one. Carly Samuelson hurt her leg. Yes. So, like I've been saying, Azrae Stevens, everyone watch out, okay? I've been saying, she's probably going to start it for Carly Samuelson. I believe she's week to week, Carly Samuelson. Lexi Brown, illness. She's been out for weeks. Everyone's known it. She came out saying she'll be back soon, but it must have been something serious because she was like, listen to your body, yada, yada, yada. So we don't know what it is, but she should be back soon. Chene, foot. She's been dealing with that foot on and off though, right? Because she had come back for a little bit.
Yeah, she like was out and then she came back, but then scored 0 fantasy points. So then I think she didn't play. But she was ruled in, and now then she was out, and I dropped her. So I haven't kept up with her.
Okay, yeah, I think she's more day to day. Clarendon's still out with that foot injury as well. Ariel Powers said she's supposed to be back soon. Don't know how much that's going to affect Minnesota. We already saw how she was treated when healthy. So, yeah. Jessica Shepard, also another person out with an illness for a very long time. So I really want to know if they're going to shed some more light on that actually. Like previously said, Gabby Williams, she is back, but right now she is not playing. And then Natasha Cloud and Della Dawn, both ankles, they were ruled out today, but they are considered day to day. So keep your eye on that as well, okay? With that said, Maisha Hines Allen and Shatori Walker Kimbrough, I think, started for both of them. So keep your eye out for that as well, okay, people? And then my girl Shakira Austin still out with her hip. Damn, Washington going through it. That's
I was just
people.
gonna say Washington is tough right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. But anyways, basically next, this video right here, basically week 8 fantasy is going to be 2 weeks because of the All-Star weekend. There's going to be an All-Star break. So there's only going to be games for Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So this will be a 2-parter. You'll get the same video the following Monday. But just know you're going to go against the same person for 2 weeks. I think we're playing against each other on that 2-week venture.
I was going to say, that's going to suck depending on who I'm playing.
That's a long week, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's definitely me and you. So,
well, stay tuned.
That'll be fun. We'll keep you guys updated on that.
Yeah, that's going to be a toss-up.
Alrighty. So moving forward, we know the waiver wire is slim. Alrighty.
Very.
And, yeah, we're trying to find a format to help you guys out, to help you be successful. So what we decided to do basically is list players that are only rostered in less than like 60% of leagues. Because what's the use of talking about people that are rostered in 80%, 90%? I mean, that's not the majority of people, okay? So we're going to go over some names that you can consider picking up basically for those 2 days that we're going to play this week, okay? So for the Seattle-Washington game, okay? I know I have Brookes on here, people, okay? But she just did bad. She had 2 bad games. Anyone on Seattle is risky. Brooke, you picked up Kia Nurse. How did she do for you?
Let's find out, because I'm looking at Sammy Whitcomb too, and she scares the hell out of me, but I almost picked her up the other day.
Yeah.
Kia yesterday, she got me 22 points.
Okay, see? Then you hit. But what happened the last couple games?
I just picked her up. I picked her up 4 yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got a good game. You got lucky.
Too much. But you know what? I can check it for you. So she hit me 22 points.
That's good.
The game before was 20, which is why I think I picked her up. So I was like, oh, cool. If she can hit 20 versus New York.
Yeah. Okay, good.
But then it was 6 points versus Minnesota.
Yeah.
20 at Minnesota. And then 19 and 17. So, you know, it's pretty good compared to Sammy Whitcomb, to be completely honest with you. I go Kia Nurse over her.
Yeah. That's good. I didn't realize she was doing that good, just because I think before she wasn't doing that well. So, I mean, these picks are going to be on the riskier end. Like Doikic, for example, she had back-to-back 20-plus point performances for me. So I was like, cool, I'll keep her. And then she threw up a 9 and a 6. Yeah. So it's risky. It's definitely risky when you're going to the wire, but hey, you're gonna need points. You're gonna need all the points you can get. So yeah, for Seattle, we got Doikic, Kia Nurse, and Sammy Whitcomb. In that order, I think I'd rather have Nurse, like you said, and then Doikic, and then Whitcomb. Yeah. That's the order I would probably pick them up on. For Washington, on the other hand, this is going to be a little bit more tricky. I know I picked up Tiana Hawkins because I had Shakira Austin. It just made the most sense. She's doing all right in the 15 to 20 point range. It's not horrible. But with the Della Dawn injury and what's her name? Natasha Cloud.
Yeah.
You could try and pick up a Maisha Hines Allen. Let me see what she did today, because I don't think she did anything.
This is actually a good little matchup in terms of fantasy, because for me personally, I have people from Seattle. I don't think I have anybody from Washington, and I refuse to kind of touch anybody from Washington.
Yeah, it's hard.
Seattle, at least, they're not doing too well, but they're consistently getting 10s, 15s points, right? Mm-hmm. Washington, you just never really know, and if it's not one of the starters, you're kind of screwed.
Exactly. Hines Allen had an all right game, 17 points with her first start. So, I mean, that's pretty productive. But man, I think I'm only going after Tiana Hawkins with Washington. She for sure has the start, and she plays a lot of minutes. Everyone else, just watch and see because we still don't know if Cloud or Deladon are coming back in the next couple of days. So only Tiana Hawkins for me.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Honestly. Seems like I always land on Phoenix somehow. But Phoenix versus Vegas. I don't know how to pronounce Michaela's last name, so I'm not even gonna try. But Michaela O. All right, she's one to pick up. She's in way more brackets than most people we're gonna talk about at like almost 60%. She's averaging what 20 fantasy points per game, which is pretty good honestly, especially for Phoenix. But it's just tough because there's a lot of people that are up and down on Phoenix. You got Diana Taurasi who's out because she's sore or because she's sick, and Blondie was out for a little bit because she was hurt, and Skylar Diggins-Smith's out because she's pregnant, and everybody else, it's just like a whole drama fest, I feel like. So keep an eye on that. Mariah Jefferson is also another one to pick up. She's heavily picked up in a lot of fantasy leagues, but those two, if the other main people are picked up, those are your two best bets. And then I know Shigs and I kind of feel the same thing about Alicia Clark over in Vegas. I want her to do so good, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Like, if you have to pick her up on Vegas, I guess. I think at this point I might even go Kia Stokes over her. So
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's hard. Just because her 0-point performance, it kind of makes me not want to put her here, honestly. But she was consistent the last like 3 games, like at least in the teens. So
yeah, but at least like Kia Stokes, like she's gonna play a lot.
Yeah.
To rotate,
Yeah. But out of all these names, Michaela, okay, it's Onion Ware. Fun fact.
Onion Ware. Wow, that's a cool name.
If she's on your guys' waiver wire, she should be on your lineup. Like, she literally drops a lot of points. Like, I wish I picked her up. Like, she is a good player, especially because, like you said, Diana Taurasi is going to be in and out of games. She will start, okay? So pick her up. She's number 1 priority, honestly. Over to New York. New York is risky, okay? Marine Johannes and Kayla Thornton we have here. It's hard because, like, it always depends on matchup. We always say that. But, like, Kayla Thornton got ejected the other game. So, like, that kind of affected her.
Oh, shit. From what?
Yeah. I wasn't watching the game, so I don't really know, but she got ejected, right? So that affected her fantasy day, but she's usually pretty consistent. You can count on her for a couple points. Same with Johannes. I know they were both in the bus this week. But we all know Johannes is a good athlete. Kayla Thornton, like we said, she's consistent to a T, about 12 fantasy points. That's more than 0, okay? Over on the Indiana side, Erica Wheeler, Christy Wallace, Lexi Hole. Lexi Hole had a really good game today, actually, that I was watching. But Erica Wheeler, man, I have picked up and dropped Erica Wheeler about every single week. Like, she literally will get you some good points. She starts. She's trustworthy. I know she'll give you a low, like, maybe 13-point game, but she can give you, I think she got me a 30-point game one time, and I was like, wow, I'm here.
Shout out.
The best waiver wire pickup of the week. So if I had to list them, Lexi Hole I would probably take Lexi Hole over Christy Wallace. So for me, it'd probably be Erica Wheeler, Lexi Hole, then Christy Wallace.
Okay. Which says a lot.
Yeah, because Lexi Hole, she's been doing pretty well.
I know you're not a big fan.
It's crazy. It's crazy. The last couple of games I've watched, she's been doing good. So good job, Lexi.
Just jump on the train, Chigs.
I'm half on, okay?
I mean, I don't know. I'm a big Lexi Hole fan. I think I just like her because she worked at Stanford, played at Stanford. But if we go over to Connecticut versus Chicago, Connecticut, you got Dejanay Carrington, but I picked her up and then she's like hurt. So, pick her up. Honestly, if you have space for the IR, like drop somebody, pick her up, put her on the IR, and pick somebody else up, or even pick up the person you dropped like really fast. Because she is doing really well, and that's kind of why I picked her up. Was the last couple of games she's done awesome. You have Olivia Nelson Ododa,
I think.
Ododa. Yeah. She's not picked up in a lot of people. she's gonna be a nice one if you like need a tipping point, right? Like you need the last couple points to like really push through to beat Megan. Grab her. Rebecca Allen is also somebody else. I think in this list I'd go Carrington, Allen, Olivia.
Yeah.
Like through and through.
Yeah.
Chicago, most people should be picked up on Chicago who are worth mentioning, but keep an eye on Ruth Hubbard, who's coming. And hopefully she impacts the team. But I mean, you got some people who are doing fairly well. I have Dana Evans from Chicago, and I'm low-key ready to drop her.
Yeah.
There's just nobody to drop her for right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We'll go over that later in the segment. No,
yeah. You know what we should do is like trade options.
I know.
To help me.
Just for Brooke. It's just gonna be Brooke's segment. Who to trade for Brooke. Okay.
Go over my roster, please.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Over to Dallas. So I would say Crystal Dangerfield. I feel like she starts reliable, kind of like Erica Wheeler. Yeah. She'll get you in the teens, and then maybe once in a while she'll get you 25 points. Pick her up. She's only rostered in 10% of leagues, so she's there. I know she's there, okay? If you need a spot start her. Kalani Brown, I know she's hurt right now. I think she has a concussion, but before she got hurt, she was a good backup for Tara McCowan. They like to play them in tandem. So if she's there and you need a big, I know bigs are slim because I'm struggling to find me some bigs. Okay? Yeah. I would pick her up. For Minnesota, Lindsay Allen is a sleeper. I don't want to hear it. I've been on the Lindsay Allen train ever since Tiffany Mitchell got hurt. I'm trying to look up what she did today right now, actually. Pick her up. She's rostered in 4% of leagues. Shut your mouth. I'm about to go roster her right now. Come on.
I was just going to ask if you had her rostered.
I'm about to. Don't go. No, I'm just saying. The last 3 games, 22, 29, 21 fantasy points. Join my team. You can join my team. Come on now. That's good. That's a sleeper right there. Also, Dorka. If Dorka's not on your team, come on now. Slims. Bigs are slim. Okay? Pick her up. Use her for a day. She'll get you like 10 rebounds.
Dorka has done a lot better than I thought she would this year.
I told you. We're going to rewind the tape. I told you guys she was going to be a sleeper.
I'm going to admit it. Fully, you heard it here first. I didn't think she was going to do this good.
Yeah. I said sleeper.
Yeah.
She's doing pretty good. You know what helped that there was a lot of injuries for Minnesota though, so she got to shine. True, she got the playing time, but hey, she's efficient with her playing time. So good job, Dorka.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about the rookies too much because my girl needs to figure it out. Anyways, over to Seattle versus Atlanta. We already talked about Seattle, so jumping on the ATL train. You got Nia Coffee. Only rostered on 15.6%. Which is kind of shocking to me, to be completely honest. Like, out of all of this, I think that one surprises me the most. She's almost at 20 fantasy points per game, you guys. Like, somebody's got to grab her. I'm pretty sure she's rostered on ours somewhere because I think I tried to, like, trade for her maybe.
Yeah.
Or thought about it anyways. You got Daniel Robinson, 12.4. Also, actually, another surprising, only rostered in 3.6%. Monique Billings and then Haley Jones. Like, those are actually 4 very good candidates on your team. Like, maybe not Haley Jones at the moment.
Yeah, not the moment.
He's kind of taken that back seat, but like the other 3 are solid picks that I'm pretty sure are rostered in ours. But isn't Daniel Robinson injured right now?
No, she came back. She's been doing good. Like the last 3 games. Like, honestly, guys, if you really need a good guard, I think she's going to go up from now. So, like, when get it before someone else.
In fact, I'm about to look because I could drop Dana Evans right now.
There you go, Brooke. You found your player.
Well, let's see. Make sure she's not rostered.
I don't think she is yet. I was actually looking at her, but you go, girl. You have a closer game. Over to LA. This one's kind of hard. I said Azure, but I think she's rostered in like 70% of leagues, so she's probably not there. Zaya Cook is someone to look at. I know she don't score that many points, but if you really are in a pinch, look to her. She might get you a couple points that you need, you know? But now that we talked about people you can add throughout, this week, only 2 days, let's talk about people you can drop, okay? This is going to be a hot topic. It is going to be hard because, like we said, we'll say something, and then the person we're talking about gets injured or yada yada. You guys know the drill. Someone gets hurt every 5 seconds over here, okay? So right now, Sug Sutton, obviously, she dropped in minutes. Phoenix started getting healthy again. I personally would drop her just until she maybe gets some minutes back. But Mariah Jefferson's starting over her, and she's doing well. So that's a drop candidate. Shea Petty, I know we recently talked about maybe a couple episodes back. She's still recovering from her injury. She's in and out. Drop her. Kia Stokes. Sorry, Kia. You gotta go. And when we say drop, it's like if you're debating picking up a player that we have mentioned, these are people you should drop them for, okay? Get them out your lineup. You don't need them, all right? Dana Evans, Brooke, you gotta drop her, okay? Dana Evans gotta go.
I'm slowly holding on a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my God. Dana Evans has to go. Unless Kalia Copper or Marina Mabry get hurt, she will not be efficient. Okay.
Listen,
she's a great bench player, but
I don't know about Robinson now that I'm looking at some of these stats. I don't know about her.
Well, she was out half the time.
Low key, Crystal Dangerfield.
Hey, yeah, if she's there, yeah. I agree. We just talked about her, Brooke. Notice.
Let's do it. I'm gonna do it right here on the pod.
Oh, live.
Dana Evans, bye.
Oh,
and you know what? I like Dana Evans. I was really cool for you, girl.
I know. Another player you can drop that we have talked about, Morgan Birch. I thought she would be more effective. Okay, she hasn't been. It sucks, but hey, she got to go. Veronica Burton. Brooke had Veronica Burton. Thank God she finally dropped her. When Dangerfield got back, Burton, dropped. Okay, Chene, you got to drop her. Unless you have an IR spot.
Get rid of her. Go.
Unless you have an IR spot. But yeah, it's a wrap. It's going to be hard. She's dealing with the foot. She came back, then she's out. Came back, then she's out. Drop her. Find someone else. And lastly, Jasmine Thomas. I know we briefly talked about her, but if you have her, she's not consistent. Drop her. Okay? So those players, get them out of your lineup. Get some fresh names in your lineup, okay? I know it's not a lot to go off of, okay? I know it's not. People that you could also consider dropping, maybe Jordan Horston. She's on the edge for me, okay? I know she was doing well for a little bit. I think she did all right this last game, but if you if you see a better player out there, risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Trust your heart. Go with your gut.
Unless you got some crazy bet on the line, just do it.
Yeah. You need points for today. Just drop them. That's the motto. You need points for today. Drop the people. Get some points, okay?
Or if you're too late watching this, tomorrow. You need points for tomorrow, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, that's the new kind of format we're going to try and go with. I want to try and rank the waiver wire pickups for every week. We're going to try. I think that'll be easier so you guys know who to prioritize when we're talking about these people.
Send the poll.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know in the comments. What'll be easier? I feel like when we're talking about the games or the teams every week, it gets repetitive. We wanted to change it up a little bit. And also give you people that you should drop. I feel like that's helpful because sometimes I'm like, dang, who should I drop here? Like, I don't want to risk it. Like, I feel like you get so invested in so many players that you don't want to drop them.
Oh, no, same.
Yeah, so it's good hearing people like agree, like, yeah, drop them. Like, they gotta go. So let us know. We're still trying to tweak it. We're still trying to make it enjoyable. But our next video, we will be going over All-Star Snubs. I got a game for Brooke and Megan that is going to be fun, okay? So All-Star Snubs, we're going to go over the new Unrivaled League that Brianna Stewart and Nafisa Collier created, which is going to be cool. And lastly, a controversial topic, the NBA 2K24 cover was announced. And we're going to go over who made that.
Don't tell us your thoughts on that yet.
Comment on the other video what you guys think about that.
Yeah.
But all right. Thank you guys for sticking around. We hope we're helping you. Let us know how you're doing in your leagues. Like, comment, subscribe. Like we always say, we'll be back with more videos next week. Peace.
Love you.